All right, we're in the shout out sections of the show, and if you made it this far, congratulations. Hope you survived that very lengthy discussion about Nintendo and their new hardware. I know sometimes it go a bit long.
And that was one of those times where we're so sorry.
Just so much to talk about because it's Nintendo. But I digress. Tony P, what you got for shout outs this week?
My shout outs. Final four. You know what I'm saying?
The final 4 pieces of bread in the toaster oven.
No.
That's the butt pieces usually, and then the 2 remaining middle.
They're kind of like side butt pieces.
Yeah.
This is why I don't like saying anything, because you guys always find some kind of way to make it seem weird for my shout out.
It's not weird. We're trying to figure it out, Tony.
Well, clearly,
let me put on my nerd glasses.
Well, clearly, I'm talking about the Final Four, aka March Madness. You know what I'm saying?
March is mad.
Of course. That's why it's called March. But yeah, Kentucky, Michigan State, Duke, and Wisconsin, they all survived. So it's gonna be pretty epic. You know, Kentucky almost lost to Notre Dame Saturday night, but you know, even with Notre Dame punching them in the mouth the way they did, they still find a way to pull it out. So
they're undefeated.
Yep, they're still undefeated. They're 38-0 right now. I think that Wisconsin will give them a better matchup nightmare, but I still feel like Kentucky will go ahead and get it done, and then eventually end up playing Duke, because I think Duke will be a little too much for Michigan State. So it'll be Kentucky and Duke at it, but I think at the end Kentucky will be throwing up the 4-0.
You think that Kentucky will continue to be undefeated?
I think they will finish the season undefeated. I really do. But I think that their next 2 games will be nail biters.
I heard that Nappy Roots is going to do the halftime show.
Yeah. Cool.
Them country boys on the rise with them big black wheels on the side. And them country boys.
So dramatic.
Extreme.
Everybody loves Nappy Roots.
No, I was just talking about you being so dramatic. That's all.
That's all I know about Kentucky.
That's a shame.
And I'm a Wildcat, technically.
Anyway.
Well, let's see what else we know about Kentucky. All the black people play basketball there.
That's fucked up.
Lone Wolf, shout outs.
I'm gonna save it from this one. My shout outs goes to I think I got 3 this time. The first one to start out with 4 if you want to count Bloodborne. Start off with Flash and Arrow continue going on. Awesome shows, do their thing. Please watch them. They're cool. They're starting to get really intense. I'm gonna ask Dre. Did you see?
I did not finish watching. I don't like social awkwardness.
I know a lot of people don't,
and
they try to avoid it the best way.
And it made me turn off the TV, and I haven't turned it back on yet.
So you didn't watch last? As of today. Today is April Fool's Day. Yay! Wednesday. Yay! Yes, you didn't see last night's then.
Didn't see last night.
They explain who Wells is.
Excuse me?
They explain who Wells is. Perfectly explain who Wells is.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Gotta see that then.
They when I say they literally like, here, this is basically what it is.
Yeah, because
hand it to you.
I did some research on Reverse Flash myself. And how much he idolized Flash before he went cuckoo.
Yeah. He was a Flash fan, and then it slowly started to digress into obsession to I want to be the Flash, and I'm going to destroy Flash because I should be the real Flash. Yeah, it was.
For a while, he convinced Wally that he was Flash.
Yep, he made him think that he was Barry. Yeah,
but you know what's crazy? What I've been thinking, the what I've been thinking is the super fast treadmill that.
Oh, the cosmic treadmill.
That what you call it built?
Yeah, the cosmic treadmill.
Yeah, is that just something that he didn't really build, but Dr. Wells brought back with him because that's how Dr. Wells got back there?
I'm not going to tell you that because you got to watch the show. But I will say that no. I will tell you. I will tell you that you're wrong.
Treadmill is a thing.
In the show, they haven't said whether it's a thing or not. But they do tell you who Wells is, and it's not what you think.
Okay, that's nice.
It's not what you think.
Cool.
Because when I saw it, I was like, "Whoa!" And then they showed it, explained, like, oh, okay. And the episode where they actually, I'll talk to you that off the air. I'll talk to you about that off the air.
Yeah.
Second one, Arrow tonight's episode. I didn't get to watch it. Shit's going down, but they've showed pictures of what possibly could be the finale for Flash, and it shows off Arrow sporting a different costume. So I have an idea of stuff. They show him off in a different costume. I'm not gonna say. I'll show you. I'll show you the picture later. But they show him off in a different costume, which it's But watch those shows. They're definitely
I saw
good.
last week's Arrow, and I was like, "Holy shit, she didn't die."
Who?
His girl.
Cupid?
No, the girl that died on the island. They thought died.
Oh, Shadow.
Yeah.
That was
that
was week before last.
She's like Shadow.
Yeah, they have not gone back to that. They have not gone back to
Like,
that.
how the fuck do you just do that?
They have not gone back to that yet. So unless they do it tonight, they have not gone back to it.
Hey, no, like I stood up in my living room. I saw her die.
They haven't gone back to that. So we'll talk a little bit more about it off the air because I want to go through these. Next up, Bloodborne, awesome game. I'm almost to the end.
I've heard it's kind of hard.
Extremely hard. But there are people who can easily run through the game if you know how to play it right. It's difficult right now or it's gotten easier for me. I made a female character. Her name is Samantha Korth. She's basically I made her a beat stick. She's nothing but power. Power, and she hits things hard. And there's a weapon called the Kirk hammer that is a hammer that has two parts to it. One part is like a sheath that has a hammer end to it, and the other part is just a sword. And you stick the sword part into the sheath, and it becomes a hammer.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And that thing is, when I say powerful, like I hit something and I can stagger it almost every time.
Dang. And
even the big bosses, I can stagger like easily. And if I do a charged shot, I'm knocking them to the ground. Bigger boss. If it's a tall boss, I'm knocking to the ground. If it's like a giant like monster boss, it'll really stagger them. For the most part. I started a new character because I'm waiting for some people to catch up in the game. I made an old dude who used. There's a weapon called the threaded cane. It's a cane. It looks like it's real cool. It's like a pimp cane almost that transforms into like a bladed whip, kind of like Ivy's Valentine sword from Soul Calibur. I saw it in the playthrough, and I was like, I want that. It's awesome. It's fun. It's different from the Kirk hammer, which the Kirk hammer is my baby, but it's different from the Kirk hammer, and it plays a lot differently. And you have to build your stats differently than you would for that character. But
nice.
I did that, and I'm gonna probably be playing that a little bit. Next shout out is to the guys that were helping me commentate for the Smash stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, huh?
It was Mello was really the one that was actually helping me commentate the most, but he and a couple of the guys.
Yeah, they've got an online tournament thing that we want to shout them out on, huh?
Yeah, they're called Power Up Gaming, POWUH.
Go check those guys out on YouTube.
Gaming. Yeah. Check them out on YouTube. Give their stuff a like. Watch their stuff.
We're gonna be working with them pretty soon.
Yeah, we're trying to get some stuff together with them. They are Smash players. Smash players. So
they're pretty darn good too.
No, they're good. Captain Retro, which is one of the guys for Power Up Gaming, was went against Dyer in the finals. So
so that's to tell you something already.
Oh yeah.
You can check that video out on the Wollie Mopped tournament gaming Wollie Mopped tournament playlist on YouTube. You can check that out.
And last but not least, I finish giving them shout outs, blah blah blah. Definitely check them out at Power Up Gaming. POWUH -UP gaming on YouTube. Check it, give their videos a like, subscribe,
Yep.
Whatnot. And last but not least, I do this every week. Half-ass Heroes, the HA Heroes, give them a love.
Yeah,
give 'em a like.
their last podcast started off pretty funny, I must say.
Yeah, those guys, they're
Pretty funny.
they're good. They're good guys. And
Pretty funny
we still
guys and gal.
We have messed up their show
Yeah, we
by doing a recording that wasn't good.
A double
And
recording, yeah. So
we gotta. The show was perfect. The show was awesome.
the show was awesome. The recording was not.
The recording itself was bad. So we're gonna try to set up another time where we can get with them and
Probably
do another.
after May.
Yeah, probably after May. Oh, yeah, after May. Get another thing
If you
going on
can
with
be
them.
more busy than Wollie Mopped Gaming, I dare you.
So that's my shout outs. And Red K.
My shout out goes out to the Wollie Mopped Gaming Podcast Tournament. And we're going to have a huge tournament in May. And we don't have a name for it yet, so we got to get a name for it. You know what I was thinking about, guys? Molly Wopped, presented by Wollie Mopped. Just sit on it for a little while. But anyways, we
Gross.
have a meeting.
Gross. Gross.
That's what she said.
Gross. This no.
Molly Wop, presented by Wollie Mopped.
No. That would be confusing as hell for people. No. we're not
Oh,
doing
but
that.
catchy.
No, it's not catchy at all. Confusing. If it's confusing, it's not catchy.
From the non-chaos, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyways,
No. If it's confusing, it's not catchy. You're gonna have more people be like, I don't remember the and then they'll say the wrong thing, or they'll be trying to figure it out. Thing. It's just the way it is.
anyways, by the time this comes out, you might have already seen that we have a location. Hopefully by next week we do have that. If not, you'll be hearing about that really soon and hearing on the radio if you're in the Daytona Beach area. I've been playing a shitload of fighting games. So shout out to Mike Ross and the guys over at Twitch, who have been really following this Capcom Cup. NCR is this weekend. North Cal regionals. All the big wigs, all the killers basically.
Are they gonna be
The
there?
killers are gonna be there. I mean, the Momochis are gonna be there. The Killer Bees are gonna be there. The Daigos, the anybody who's anybody in the fighting game community is gonna be there. And you know, with NCR you're gonna have the big games. You're gonna have the Killer Instincts. You're gonna have the Street Fighters. They got 15,000 on that one. It's gonna be bananas. So if you got some downtime during this weekend, I would definitely urge you to go to Twitch, go to NCR, and definitely watch some of that and support your fighting game community. And they're gonna have some Smash on there too, so you definitely want to check out Smash. We got a heavy Smash following, so no pun intended.
Shake my head at you, man.
But now I want to talk about my dilemma. So, last generation, if you had a fighting game system or you wanted to play any kind of fighting game that wasn't Nintendo related, you got an Xbox 360 because that was what everybody tournament-wise had. You went to a tournament, you bought a stick for Xbox 360, and you had that stick and you played with that stick at every tournament. This gen, it's seeming like that's not going to be the case.
Nope.
It's seeming like everybody's going to have a PS4.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's still pretty early in the gen. I mean, even though it's like year 3 coming up, year 2.
Year 2.
Yeah, it just feels it was the end of 2013. That's why it was like the very end of 2013 when PS3 dropped.
Yeah.
But you know, you haven't got any games, so that's why on either side.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, come on.
I'm not
discussion
picking.
every time. You make it seem like I'm like the PlayStation fanboy. No,
making it sound like a Xbox fanboy.
I'm looking at you with the eyes like that is some bullshit. You are the fucking freaking Xbox fanboy.
Anyways,
I sit here and I'm like, both systems has their strengths.
How many systems do I have right now?
Both systems don't have games right now.
Oh gosh.
Do you have a PlayStation system?
I do.
Do you have a PlayStation system?
sold
Do you
it.
have a PlayStation system?
Have I ever had a PlayStation system? Or do I have one currently?
even better. Thank you for proving my point.
You said, have I ever had a PlayStation system?
No, I said, do you have a PlayStation system?
At the right now.
And you're like, huh?
Right now.
Yeah. Do you have a PlayStation?
Right
system?
now, I do not.
And why do you not have a PlayStation system? Because you got
I sold
rid of it. Why did you sell it?
Because there was no games.
Mm-hmm. Even though there's a pretty big library for PlayStation.
When I sold it, there was no games.
There's no games right now for Xbox, but you got an Xbox, right?
It was year 3. I had an Xbox 3. I had a PS3, and I had an Xbox 360, and it was year 3 of PS3, and I was still playing. At the time, I think Uncharted 2 was coming out, or I played it, and it was very good. And I was still playing like Heavenly Sword, and I was like, "There's nothing to fucking play."
At that time, yeah, Heavenly Sword. Yeah, that was about it.
Yeah, but Heavenly Sword and
well, you got to remember the PS3 came out after the Xbox 360.
At the same time, I was like, I can sell the PS3 and buy some games I really want, and I bought BioShock, and I bought BioShock 1 was exclusive.
Which is, it's surprising that you do like the Xbox as much as the Xbox systems as much as you do, because they're
only a shooter.
Yeah, they're built for shooters.
Yeah, BioShock 1, which I didn't finish, which was an excellent ambiance game. Assassin's Creed 1 was an Xbox exclusive.
You traded a system to buy games that you wanted, but you didn't.
That were exclusives. I didn't finish BioShock. I finished Assassin's Creed, and the tedium that was the collecting the fucking flags for no fucking.
Oh, isn't it fun?
And well, it was like this. The Xbox lineup at the time was just crazy. It was like you had BioShock, you had Assassin's Creed, you had at the time what looked like a good game. It was a good game at the time. The Capcom game where you fought like monsters and shit.
Which one?
In the snow.
Lost Planet.
Lost Planet, Crackdown, and you had the big behemoth of all of them, which I had been following since the get-go, which was Mass Effect, which was exclusive, and all those were exclusive to Xbox.
Oh yeah.
I was like, holy shit! I was like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna get on Xbox.
At the beginning of the life cycles for last generation, Xbox came out first.
Yeah.
And they started pumping out titles.
They pumped
PS3.
A lot of them which became multi-platform after a while.
Yeah. PS3, on the other hand,
harder to start. Well, but it wasn't their fault. It was because the system. They made it harder for developers to.
They made it harder for developers to make stuff on it.
So developers, it took a longer time to make the game.
It was hard to develop for the PS3.
Yeah.
It was a very, very expensive system when it first came out.
$500, I believe.
More than that. It was up there, way up there, and they were still riding on the PS2, which had still at that point. Was still a good
selling
system.
More systems.
Still selling more systems. Still making games for it. They stopped making games for it like what, a year ago? Literally a year ago. They stopped producing for the system about a year ago.
Persona 3.
Yeah, I mean, like literally the PS2 had a very long lifespan, so they were like, "Oh, we got this, so we can put our time into this or something that's still giving us, we still have a full head of steam with this system." So now it's a little bit different. The PS3 and the 360 kind of sort of ended at the same time, and both the Xbox One and the PS4 are out at the same time.
Yeah, they kind of flip-flop, but as far as like exclusivity, I mean, we'll have to see this year. We keep saying about that.
Yeah, exclusivity is still like both systems have their exclusive things, but none of the games really stand out for each system. Like for both systems, let's see. I want to play for Xbox KI's fun. And wanted to get better at KI. That's cool. Sunset Overdrive.
I'll probably want to play Street Fighter.
Street Fighter for PS4. Sunset Overdrive for Xbox One.
I would play Bloodborne if I had a PS3. I mean, I do have a PS4. I just put one down on layaway, so I'll have one by the time we do our tournament, just because it's what's best for business. Yeah. In my Triple H voice. It's what's best for business. And my dilemma more to the fact is that I was thinking to myself like, okay, MKX is coming out. I love MKX. I'm gonna play MKX, but I want to play it on Xbox because I want to be able to go online on Xbox. But being a tournament organizer, does it make sense business wise to buy it on Xbox? Doesn't. And I just came to the realization that I'm going to buy it on Xbox, but I have to buy a PS4 and buy it on PS4 first. That way, when we have tournaments, we can have everything on the PS4. So my PS4 won't be something that I play religiously, because I still like the ecosystem of Xbox more than I like. I think this is where it goes. I like the ecosystem, how the Xbox is set up with, you know, like you turn the Xbox on and you have the palettes, and you know, I know where everything is, and like I feel more comfortable with the ecosystem of Xbox.
Well, yeah, the GUI for Xbox and the GUI for PlayStation 3, yeah, they've always been thing. Xbox is a little bit more friendly in the sense of finding stuff where stuff is social aspects,
updates and things are new and they pop. You know what I'm saying? So like the
PlayStation system are more like straight to the point. It's more like it's to the point.
Yeah.
Here, do you want to play a game? Here's your game.
Yeah.
And you want some extra stuff? Well, it's here, but you're here to play games.
Turn on Xbox is kind of like turning on like a TV.
That's one thing. Where I didn't decide on Xbox One. It just has so much stuff that I'm not going to use. Why am I going to buy a system for that expensive? I'm not even going to use nearly all of its function or half its function.
I like to think that I'm very forward thinking. So like I cut my cable cord 2 years ago. I cut all this. So things. So I'm the demographic that Xbox is looking at, like the person who doesn't have this, that.
If you still have a cable and stuff like that,
have that.
It's supposedly if you do, it's a DVR.
Yeah.
It's a DVR essentially. So I mean,
but if it has DVR function in it. I mean, so does because you can record systems on it. So PS4 you can record to Twitch and everything like that. And
no, a DVR as in like you can stream cable and stuff like that. Now, PS4 can't do that.
Well, for $40 a month you can, but that's
different. That's free. And no, it's not. That's an actual function of the system.
That's an app on the system.
No, it's a function for the system. Whereas
that's an app actually. Yeah.
It's more
like Netflix or something like that. Yeah.
Yes. PS4 doesn't have that. Not, and that's the PlayStation View is its own thing. Like for the Xbox, you have to have Xbox today. Yeah. But for that PlayStation, it's like it's its own thing. You can get it without having the PlayStation system.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like the Sling is an app too, but I understand that there's a function on Xbox where you can watch TV on Xbox and you can do recording. I understand that. But what I'm saying is that the infrastructure, like you said, of the Xbox is just more to my liking, I guess you could say.
That's the thing.
But like I said, if the game's on PlayStation, I'm gonna play PlayStation.
If I'm like, this is where it came down to with buying the system or not. I would like both systems because there's stuff I want to play for both systems. Mm-hmm. But what am I going to play more? The system I'm going to play more is the one that I am going to get the most function out of. The thing I'm going to like, if I'm not going to use the apps and stuff for the Xbox One, I don't need it. It's be in a way a waste of money.
But I feel like even the stuff that you don't need, you're still like, I feel like you're using the Xbox, like you're using everything you're using on PS4, and I assume at some point you're gonna have both systems. Everything you're using on the PS4 is everything you would use on Xbox minus what you wouldn't use. But I think in the infrastructure of how the Xbox, when you turn it on and all the things that are there when you first turn it on, having it there in your face all the time, like it's something that you don't have to be like, oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. They're like, hey, this is a new thing. It's like at you. Having that in your face all the time, you're at some point you're gonna be like,
I'm like, stop. Most of the times I'm like, for me it's like, stop. I get it. You got it. I don't want this.
But a lot of that shit is cool. Like the fact that
cool is nice, but the thing is, am I going to use it?
The fact that there's a sale going on right now, and I'll tell you two things. So Marvel Legos is on sale right now for like $6.
Well, they have their news thing to let you know what's going on with the system as well for PS4.
But it's so.
It's not in your face like
when I turn on my Xbox, there's like the game that I could play, and then there's like the main event that they want me to see. And that changes from day to day.
Yeah, I get. No, it works for some people.
The Fast and the Furious. The Fast and the Furious. The Fast and the Furious 7 is having a Furious 7 is having a what's the Forza? They have their own Forza standalone game that's free for this week only.
Mm-hmm.
If I would not have had like that palette, that system, everything when I turn it on, and they show me that, hey, download it right now, it's free. I'm like, I wouldn't have known that. I'd have had to pay for it next week for like $7, $8, $10. You know what I'm saying? So like that, I'm just saying that system works for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I said, it's just the extra stuff. I know I'm not gonna use it. That does have for PlayStation.
See.
PlayStation has the stuff where it tells you basically what's going on with like the PlayStation Store and so on and so forth. That with the update they just had, it literally has just put stuff up there for like, hey, this is out or whatnot like that. And most of the time I'm just looking at it like, okay, that's nice. I don't need it. I can't afford it. I don't want it. So moving on. I just want to play my game. That's it. That's all I really care about.
There's a lot of free shit with Xbox too. I will say that they get, like, I mean, of course you have to pay for Xbox Live, but you get a lot of shit. Anyways, so I'll probably got to stack up on the PS3s because that's coming. And we got I guess stack up on the we do need another Wii U, and I found one for $150. So I think the PS4 is more important I don't know what's more important. I don't know. It's $150 at the spot, so we can get it. But anyways, PS3 versus Xbox One. Mine is not what system I like the best. What system will everybody be playing that we need to have?
Well, that's from a business standpoint for you.
And that's what we're doing.
So,
what's best?
I'm saying from a personal aspect for me.
Stephanie.
Oh, God.
We got to do what's best for business. And what's best for business is saying bye, motherfuckers. Thank you guys for listening to this episode of Wollie Mopped Gaming, episode number 33. Really exciting shit going down. I'm not bullshitting you. We watch out for video game jargon. That's coming very, very soon. Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna do 2 or 3 episodes of that this week. There's so many terms that people have been asking me about. What does this mean? What does this mean? There's all kind of smash terms and shit like that we gotta go over. Coming soon this month, our Let's Play of Borderlands, Tales from the Borderlands episode 2. That's coming out this week. Mm-hmm. And the fighting game tournament from the month of March. All that's just coming out. So stay tuned to this channel. Like I said, check out our guys over at Power Up Gaming. Go check out our friends over at Half-Ass Heroes over on SoundCloud. We're also gonna plug some of their shit in their websites and stuff like that. Also, go check out our boy Greg, Mr. Wiggins, Mr. Umicon himself. All these people and all our YouTubers and all our associates are going to be at our event. You can get at that, including Blue Dragon video games and Cloak and Dagger. So a lot of cool shit coming. Keep it locked right here. For Red K, Sleepy Tony P. Call that nigga Tony Z's.
Tony Z.
Cause that nigga be catching them Z's.
Tony. Watch the Tony Z.
I liked it. And Lone Wolf with the punniness over here. We out.